I swear to you, Kevin, I have no idea where Vicky's gone. Or rather, I should say Tori. Look, this alternate personality is as much a mystery to me as it is to you.
And was she a mystery to you today? When you were talking to her down at the docks? And don't bother denying that you were there.
All right, I was there. But I had no idea that it wasn't Vicky who was making this bizarre request of me. Now, how could I have known?
Hold it. Just back up. What bizarre request?
All right. Vicky lured me down to the docks on some pretense. And then she pulled a gun on me. She insisted that I use my old contacts at the Intruder to help her get an arsonist. I, of course, refused. I tried to calm her down, but she ran away. Now, of course, we know that she came here next. And obviously, she found someone who was willing to help her torch the banner. Why are you looking at me like that?
Just wondering. Tori wanted you to help her hire an arsonist? Why didn't you call my dad? Why didn't you call the cops?
Are you forgetting someone did call the police and alert them of the danger? Well, that someone was me. As for calling Clint, well, I'm afraid that your family has made it abundantly clear time after time that I am to stay out of family problems. If I had informed on your mother, I would have been blamed for the whole mess.
Dorian, you're a liar. You and my mother have been enemies for years. So why would she turn to you for help?
Well, actually, it wasn't Vicky. It was this Tori person.
Whoever it was. She knew that she could count on you to help her find an arsonist. She trusted you. So why?
I really have no idea.
Either you tell me now, or Tori will, when we find her.
I'm sorry, you're really not going to believe anything that Tori tells you, or, sadly, anything that your mother does. Unfortunately, we are dealing with a very unstable personality right now.
She may not be herself right now, but she will be again. And so help me, if I find out that you knew about that breakdown and you used it for your own personal reasons, God help you.
Yes, of course I knew about Vicky's dissociative identity disorder, but I thought that she'd been successfully treated.
And when you learned otherwise, you use it to your own personal advantage.
Absolutely not. Though it did occur to me on the dock that Vicky wasn't quite herself. And perhaps as a physician, I should have reached out to her more.
Spare me the Hippocratic oath. You were aware of my mother's condition for weeks, maybe months.
You have no way of knowing that.
Don't be so sure. I believe this is yours.
Joe, I'm so sorry about what happened to you.
Is it or isn't it yours?
Yes. It's mine. What about it?
Oh, I just found it in the floor of Victor Lord's secret room in the basement of Llanfair.
What was your compact doing in a locked room in the basement of our house?
No, there's more, Kevin. See, that room wasn't caved in like Mom said. As a matter of fact, according to Tina, someone had it fixed up to make it look exactly the way it did when Victor Lord was still alive. There was even a plexiglass wall in there to preserve it.
Plexiglass?
Well, I haven't been in that hideous dungeon in years.
Really? Your compact just caught a bus? Got there all by itself?
Kevin, haven't you been listening? It's obvious, isn't it? Your mother recreated that secret room. And if that doesn't tell you how far around the bend she's
You're
gone...
changing the subject, Dorian. The compact
and the secret room.
And you. Now, what do these three things have in common?
The Hardy Boys have it all figured out, do you? Come on, fellas, try this one on for size. Your mother is so out of control that she broke into my house. She stole some of my personal effects, including that compact, and then planted them in that hideous secret sanctum so that she could create the illusion that Daddy was still alive and that I was still married to him.
No. This is evidence.
Evidence of what, Joe? Come on, I know that you're upset. But you're accusing the wrong person. You should be out looking for your mother. She's capable of almost anything now.
Oh, we just got through to Bo in Hawaii. He's on his way home.
thank God. At least you can use him.
Yeah, I wish he was here to beat back those reporters at the door. It's a feeding frenzy out there.
That's what I wanted to tell you, Kevin. We can't keep this whole story under wraps for very much longer.
Yes, I'm sure. Knowing Todd Manning, he'll splash the headlines across the front of the Sun in tomorrow's edition.
You've got to print the truth before Todd prints his own twisted version. Come on. Hey, will you please just talk to our people?
No,
I mean,
man,
just give the banner a head start.
Mans will have my head for it. So, let's do it. Come on.
Joe, if I could tell you anything that would help, I would. You know that.
No, Dorian, I don't know that. You know, it never made sense to me, Dorian, the way you dumped me. But it's all connected somehow, isn't it? What happened between you and I and what's going on right now between you and my mother.
I know you're desperate for him.
The last night we spent together, you remember that, don't you? We made love and then you sent me away. Well, a few hours later, my mother's car goes off the road just after seeing you. Well, then she disappears for the longest time, and all of a sudden, she's back, and she's fine. It's just like nothing had even happened, except for that you had disappeared. To Spain, no less. And then you come back, married to David Vickers.
Look, before you start creating this conspiracy theory...
And then when my mother did reappear, she tells everybody about how you confessed to Victor Lord's murder. And then when you reappear, she retracts her testimony?
Yes, well, I'm afraid that Vicky hasn't quite been herself for months now. It's really hard to give credence to anything that she says.
And you? What about the things you say and do?
Joe, someday, when I'm able to tell you everything, you'll understand. Trust me.
No, I made that mistake. Never again. Nothing you could ever say could make up what you did to me.
What, would they find anything?
Sorry, your folks aren't there, but we've set up roadblocks. We've set up roadblocks between here and Llanfair Mountain, and if that's where they're headed, that's where we're going to find them, okay?
It's only a matter of time before they catch you, Tori. And what if they turn you back into Vicky? What if the truth comes out and Irene's diary falls into their hands again? Oh, God. It means death row. No, I can't let that happen. I've got to find you, Tori, before they do. Damn it. I'm running out of places to look. Where else could she go? Tori always said that she's here for the sole purpose of trying to destroy everything that Victor left behind. Well, she's already burned down the house. She tried to burn down the newspaper. So, what would be next? Where are you? Tori, or Gene, or Tommy, or whoever. Where are you? Knowing Tori, or any of the others for that matter, a little tranquilizer will be necessary. Who knows what she might say if the police get to her before I do. I've got to get Jean back. At least Jean knows how to keep her mouth shut. Of course, if Tommy comes out, I'd be better off with a blowgun and a tranquilizer dart. What if he is out? He's so out of control he wouldn't even know to hide. No, the police would have picked him up long ago. Princess, too. Unless she went back to the cemetery where I found her in the... loathes Victor. She wants to destroy everything of his house, his newspaper. Well, his final resting place. And his remains in it? Yes. That's where she is. Victor's mausoleum.